I'm going to read to y'all something interesting from Weapons of Mass Instruction by John Gatto. So, he says, a big secret of bulk process schooling is that it doesn't teach the way children learn. A bigger secret is that it isn't supposed to teach self-direction at all. Stanley's style is verboten. School is about learning to wait your turn, however long it takes to come, if ever. Hence, it's never going to come, right? And how to submit with a show of enthusiasm to the judgment of strangers. Oh, the preacher, he's such a great man. I don't know who he is, but he's so great. Or the teacher, oh, we love you, teacher. We don't know who you are, but oh, we love you. So, even if they are wrong, even if your enthusiasm is phony. So you go to church and everybody, hey, oh yeah, I just love that message. It was glorious. It's like, oh really? Well, I was asleep half the time. School is the first impression we get of organized society and its relentless need to rank everyone on a scale of winners and losers. Like most first impressions, the real things school teaches about your place in the social order lasts a lifetime for most of us. So some people are never going to be able to break out of the illusions of control. Jesus said, you shall know the truth and it shall set you free. So that's how you become free, is learning the truth. Work in classrooms isn't important work. It fails to speak to real needs pressing on the young. It doesn't answer burning questions which day-to-day experience forces upon young minds. Problems encountered outside school walls are treated as peripheral when in truth they are always central. The net effect for making work abstract, subject-centered, external to individual longings, fear, experiences, and questions is to render students of this enforced irrelevance listless and indifferent. So that's the thing, is he's saying, like, within the walls they treat it, you as though that's important, but what's truly important is at home, being with the family, being in the community, going to the store, going fishing. Those are real problems. Real problems aren't at schools, and that's the point, is that it doesn't teach you anything at school. The purpose of school is to dumb us down. So that's why it goes on and says, the net effect of making work abstract, subject-centered, external to individual longings, fears, experiences, and questions, is to render students of this enforced irrelevance listless and indifferent. So you can't answer life's big problems or know how to encounter problems when you find them, because you're supposed to be doing your homework, studying for the test. Those are the real problems, right? No, not at all. The causes of sluggishness in the young have been well understood for a long time. I'm tempted to say forever. Growth and self-mastery are reserved for those who vigorously self-direct, like Stanley, planning, doing, creating, reflecting, freely associating, taking chances, punching the lights out of your tormentors. But this is precisely the agenda school is set up to prevent. Think of school as a conditioning laboratory, drilling naturally unique, one-of-a-kind individuals to respond as a mass, to accept continual ennui, envy, and limited competence as only natural parts of the human condition. The official economy we have constructed demands constant, renewed supplies of leveled, spiritless, passive, anxious, friendless, familyless people who can be scrapped and replaced endlessly. The difference between chattel slavery and wage slavery. In wage slavery, they'll just cast you to the curb like a piece of garbage. In chattel slavery, you're actually owned. So there's a potential in either one of those to be either well off or bad off, depending on whether an owner of a slave would take care of you, for example, if he was a good master. But a wage slave in an industrial setting, they just throw you away once you're ready to be scrapped. And there's always some area there for argument, of course. So it goes on to say, People who think the difference between Coke and Pepsi are round hamburgers versus square ones are subjects worthy of argument. As I wrote those words in February of 2008, I had just finished listening to a commercial for high-style telephones on TV. It made fun of the unfortunate fools whose telephone styling was so yesterday, as a pretty girl put it in the advertisement. It had never before occurred to me that among various inescapable worries like cancer, homelessness, unemployment, blindness, aging, poverty, crippling accidents, and the like, there might actually be people so shallow the look of their telephone was an item of concern. Try to picture the A student who came up with that idea and pray for his contemptible soul. So I wanted to share that with you because that's a really great explanation of the complete craziness of the forced schooling system, is that it's not to teach you anything, it's to render you passive, it's to make you a person who doesn't know how to handle situations and to be a good wage slave, a good consumer. So I hope that helps, and thanks for taking the time to watch.